I'm in the brewery today, getting ready to brew a batch of Trackhouse Amber. Here you can see my recipe and my mash schedule if you want to try to duplicate this recipe. Here's the crush that I have on my grain. You can see a lot of intact husks still. Right now I'm idle, waiting for my mash water to get up to temperature. Everything's heating up. So I like to pump my mash water in underneath my grain. You know, a lot less dough balls and incorporates in a lot better. Alright, I just hit my strike temperature, right about 168. We're going to start pumping it over to the mash tun. Got all my valves turned on.
This is me stirring my mash. I like to really mix it for at least 5 minutes to make sure it's really stirred in real good.
You can see about how much water I've got recirculating. Just a slow, steady stream. My temperature's so far at 150, but it'll rise a little bit on me. Adding my sparge water, gonna get it start heating up so that it's ready to go. Now I just noticed on my recipe that I showed earlier that it shows a batch sparging. Well, I don't normally do that. I fly sparge, so you can do it either way, but that was just a correction on my side. Here's my glycol chiller and a uni tank that I have from Brew. Very nice setup, very easy to use, other than the cleanup's a little bit pain in the butt. But while I'm waiting, I'm going to go ahead and get my glycol chiller on, get it cooling down, and then get some Starzan sprayed inside the tank and get it set up and ready to go. Sparge water's up to temperature. It's a little over, but it'll cool back down. I got a few more minutes until I'm ready. My rim system is just a 110 element. It works pretty good at maintaining a temperature, but it kind of lacks the power to really ramp up my temperature. So I still have to kind of use the propane to raise it for sparging.
Here I'm switching my hoses over to start filling my boil kettle.
I like to sparge nice and slow. You just barely see the hot wort flowing into the boil kettle. You can see about how much my sparge water is flowing into the mash tun, and I'll probably slow that down just a little bit. This is the hops I'm going to be using, and you can see how long the boil.
I hit my pre-boil gravity mark.
I haven't started boiling yet, but I already went ahead and added the first set of hops. Give them the most time to sit there and soak and get the most IBUs out of them as I can. Just starting a soft boil. I'm going to start the timer.
Here I'm disconnecting my hoses and just cleaning out my spent grain.
Alright, just got done cleaning out my mash tun. Half my cleanup's done for today. Yeah, my timer is almost done. I'm going to fire up the pump now so that I can sanitize my wort chiller. We'll let that come back to a boil.
Here I'm just hooking up the water lines to the wort cooler.
I've added my last allotment of hops. And we're currently just over 140 degrees.
This is my post-boil gravity. Here I'm removing the used hops and then getting ready to start transferring to the fermenter.
Alright, I got my temperature down to about 80 degrees. I'm a little bit warm, but I'll use the glycol and the chilling tube in the fermenter to get the temperature down a little bit more. Got the pump all switched over and it's filling as we speak. Alright, got it completely transferred over to the fermenter. Our temperature is 73 degrees and still cool, and I want it to drop at least a few more degrees before I pitch the yeast. And we'll go from there. So, down to the final cleanup. I'm going to clean out my boil kettle and the pump and the few lines, and I'll be done for today.
Alright, we're all cleaned up. The yeast is pitched. Everything looks good on my temperatures. I hit all my marks. Hopefully here in a couple weeks I'll be kegging it and I'll video all that for everybody to watch. If anybody's got any questions or want more details on how I did stuff, reach out, leave me a comment, and I'll get a hold of you one way or another. That's pretty much it for today. Thanks for watching.